here, everyone? It's your good RC84Films here, and like always, thanks for watching and welcome to part 4 of the Voyager rebuild project. Now, if you've been following along with the series, I do thank you for taking the time to watch the videos and all. But if you're just joining in, what I've been working on here is a vintage RC boat from the 1980s. It's the Voyager Cavern Cruiser RC boat, and I'm in the process of restoring this thing and getting it back into run status. Now, talk about what I've done with the boat so far. I've completely stripped it down, took all the electronics, the hardware out of it, took all the stickers off, gave it a fresh new paint job as you see here, and now I'm ready to install the electronics. Now, talk about the electronics and motors, what I decided to go with. I decided to keep the original format as the boat, of the boat as it came back in 1980. So it's running off of a circuit board system. Now, the circuit board system is very common in the toy grade and hobby grade RC world. This is a system that you'll see mostly in the RC tanks. And the way the system works is that it has dual motors and it has no servo system, okay? So the way the system works, if you want to make a, let's say you want to make a right-hand turn, the left motor will shut off and the right motor will keep going. So that's how that system works. Now, I've had a few boats before that runs that system, just like the video I put out previous with the Neptune RC racing boat that had the same setup as well. And so that's the system I'm going to keep in the vehicle because I want to have, I would still want it to have that 1980 feel to it, but with a little bit more modern day technology. Now, the ESC I decided to go with is actually the ESC out of the Neptune RC racing boat from Harbor Freight Tools. Now, it's a circuit board system, but it's not running off of 6C batteries. It's actually running off of a single battery pack now. So you see the to my end, there you go. So that is the system I'm going to put in there. Now, talking about motor wise, I really wanted to put the Neptune motors in there, which is the 380 size motors. But after I looked at it, I didn't think this is going to work with putting the 380 size motors in there from the Neptune. So I decided to go ahead and keep the original factory motors, and these are like I think 360 size motors or 370 size motors, as you see here. So I decided to go ahead and keep these motors in there. That way the boat still has its 1980 feel to it. So that's what I'm going to be doing with it. And so I'm going to head and start installing all the electronics. Now, I'm not going to show everything here on the camera, but I am going to show just a few things on the camera, but the rest of the stuff I'm going to do off the camera. That would just take a little more time to make sure all the wires are connected right and everything. So let's go ahead and get this thing on the ball. Alright everyone, so let's go ahead and get the top of the boat off. There you go. Put that down here. Now, the first thing I have to install back in the boat is this drive shafts. These are some long metal rods with the gear at the end of it. So I have to install these back in there. Before I put them back into the shafts, I want to make sure I put some waterproof grease on there, on the rods and on the gears to make sure I have nice smooth friction going on here. So, up top. Oh, it smells so good. Look, I don't know if you can see that, but look. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh. Alright, so I'm just going to put a coating down it. Then we're going to slide right back down. Yeah. Alright. Take some of the SS stuff that came off of it and put a little bit on the gear. So put a little down here in the where it rests is at. Alright, get some on that gear right there. Alright, and I need a rag. Alright, now for the next one, we're going to do the same thing to that one as well. Alright, get some of that grease up. Put that up there. Need a little bit more. Don't want to put too much on these things. Just enough. Alright. Shafts are in. There we go. So, time to put our motors in. Nice little fit, I think. And let me zoom you up there. Oh, camera down. Alright everyone, so I'm back here after having a little bit of mishap with the camera while I was filming part 4 of the video. What happened was my quick release plate on the camera was not secured down on the tripod like it's supposed to. So when I went to grab the camera to zoom up on the boat, I pulled the camera right off the tripod. And I was like, well shoot, this sucks. I don't want to redo this over again. So I decided to go ahead, cut my ties, and do everything off camera. So I put all the electronics and motors in there, did one little final sweep across the boat, and then I decided to take it out for its first time and doing some test runs. It's probably the first time the boat has seen water in 30 years maybe. I'm just guessing. I really don't know how long the boat has been out of water. But I went out and took it for a few test runs. I didn't film the test runs because it's pretty windy outside, and so I didn't want to take the camera out there and you have to hear that whoosh sound, because we are dealing with that tropical depression storms here in North Carolina. So I didn't want to do that, but I did end up getting some pictures done. My wonderful, wonderful fiance took the pictures for me. She did an awesome job. There's a few pictures that came out blurred, but that's not her fault. It's the camera trying to focus and all that stuff, so I'm not going to blame her for that one bit at all. So, but I do thank her for taking pictures of it. When I did the test runs, there's a few things I wanted to do. One was weight. I wanted to see, did I need to adjust the weight issue on the boat? 2 was speed, and 3 was turning ability, and 4 was how far can I take the boat out. Now, I didn't get to 4 because I did have problems, weight issue. I had a lot of weight in the front of the boat, so it was basically just pushing the water. So it really didn't get up on plane and actually go. So I brought the boat back in, and I stuck the battery on the back of the boat, just temporarily. That way I put a lot more weight here in the rear, so that way the props or the propellers would actually be in the water. So with doing that, the speed increased on it. It did get up on plane. It moved nice for scale speed. It moved great. Now another issue that came in was the turning on the boat. It did not want to turn. It was like it took like 3 to 4 feet for the boat to actually turn. And so I was like, well, what's going on here? Is this, could this be lack of power? Could it be the weight issue to it? So I kind of was sitting there kind of thinking, is the motors powerful enough to push? So, so I think really weight has to do with this right here. I think weight has to do with the whole turning issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the system. I'm going to take the electronics and move them a little bit further back to the back of the boat, and also put the not motors, but put the battery in the back as well. So that way it's going to give a lot more weight in the rear. So that way the propellers will be in the water, so it can be able to push the boat and hopefully turn the boat as well. So that's what I'm going to do here, is to fix this issue, and hopefully everything will be fixed and the boat can be running properly, so I can do the professional run video of the Voyager cabin cruiser. Alright, well, I want to say thank y'all for watching. Make sure you check out my Facebook page. I have all the pictures of the boat on there and also some other stuff as well. Also subscribe to the channel as well. And if you got any questions or comments, please comment down below or send me a PM. I'll definitely answer these questions for you. But yeah, until next time, I'll see y'all later.